Hey hoodies, how are you guys doing this fine Thursday? It is Thirsty Thursday, and child, and let me tell you, the cup runneth over because so many people are now coming out with their stories. Some of them claiming to have horrific stories when it involves Sean Diddy Combs. Now, latest blog that I run across, you guys, and you probably have already seen it, but if you haven't, here we go. Diddy's former dancer, Tamika Ray, claims she has a story to tell regarding the mogul. On Wednesday, yesterday, March 27th, Ray took to the Instagram to share a bit about her own claims. The DC native began by reposting a clip of journalist Ray appearing on MSNBC. In the footage, Teray talks about his relative who was terminated from an internship with Sean Combs. His relative claimed he was fired after turning down Sean P. Diddy Combs' request to spend the night with him. Let's take a look at that clip real quick, you guys.
Have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern. Yeah. And I have never talked about this publicly. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it. Yeah. And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say. Yeah. Years later, they finally came out, and this a male, Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah. You know,
That crazy? Somebody who managed to actually get an internship with somebody as infamous as Diddy to just even be able to get that type of position is incredible. And then to be told that that could be snatched from right underneath you if you don't spend the night with the man. Okay, now after that clip, Tanika vaguely spoke about a horrific story she had about her own dealings with Diddy. Now she claims that she hasn't shared her story, only five people really know about the details. And she discussed, like, I might discuss it one day, and if I do, I might put it in a book and make a memoir of it. But she did say we all have story, and hers was horrific. So let's take a listen to Tanika.
we all have stories. Seriously, we all have stories. Mine is horrific, and only 5 people know it. And I probably will never tell it. But since then, I've been like, yep. And I also am very intimately aware that you tell your truth and you become victimized over and over and over and over and over and over. And mind you, I then interviewed him many times. I have a lot of stories, y'all. I've been in Hollywood for 25 years, maybe longer, 30. I got a lot of stories. Unfortunately, maybe I'll write a book one day. But it just is so traumatizing that women just want to live every day and feel safe. And when we revisit and revisit, we live in a state of victimhood, and nobody wants to live there. So for those of you like, why didn't you say something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy, and we really want to forget the trauma. So there's that.
Have a family.
Now, of course, a lot of people they don't understand what she's. They don't understand why she hasn't come forward. They don't understand a lot of times when people don't come forward. Sometimes it takes people years to come forward. Sometimes people are so traumatized, they just want to put it behind them. And sometimes they sign those clauses, those NDAs, that anything that happens here, anything you hear here, anything you see here, you cannot tell a soul, or you could face some lawsuits. Now, in situations like these where you feel like you're being harassed or assaulted, or all these different stories that people are coming forward with now that we have heard over the years, let's not get it twisted again. Let's not get it twisted. We have been hearing stories about Diddy and his parties and his escapades and all type of things over the years, right? And we have been talking about lately how 50, he's been talking about this for years. And people are like, oh yeah, 50 been telling y'all, but did nobody want to listen to 50? It's not that people don't want to listen. It's just that people don't want to listen. You hear what I'm saying? People be talking, but people be like, "Oh, it's the industry." That's the world. That's what you have to deal with when you dealing with situations like that, right? Even 50 took to his Instagram taunting Diddy again just recently when he found out his ex. When he found out his ex is one of Diddy's sex workers. He was like, "Man, I didn't know you was a sex worker. This is gonna make a good movie." And one day, y'all, I'm pretty sure, just like I said about Kels, I really think his story is gonna become a movie as well. But I think Diddy's will also become. We done already seen like all kind of different shows about Diddy, documentaries, things like this. But this is going to be epic. But why don't y'all read what Tamika Ray said on her Instagram? What she said was, "Oh yeah, women hold a lot in order to function every day in a man's world. Unfortunately, we can't compartmentalize our pain and carry on. We utilize the experience as a lesson and move differently. If I told my story in 1996, then what? Just knew to avoid him at all costs. Yes, I danced for him and kept my space. I was on the Vote or Die airplane and kept my space. I interviewed him for his projects and kept my space. Nothing that is happening is surprising. Ladies, keep space to heal and move on is key. Gathering to incriminate is goals. But in this wild world with a broke ass system, our healing is priority. Shame on all those men that let this continue. Shame on me, maybe, for prioritizing my mental health, some would say. But after working in a place that snatches souls, mine is tact and of the light. I saved myself. Now, if someone needs me to pile on my story, give me a call. But I think Cassie got it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this story. Again, it's a lot of people coming forward. I mean, just that story alone right there that we heard from Torre about his family member. Like his family member didn't even feel safe. Like he didn't even feel like it was safe to speak to his own family member, Torre, who's a well-known celebrity. You know what I mean? So who knows what happened? Who knows what Diddy instills in people's minds when things do happen? Like some people really, really was afraid of this man. And we all know that he has anger issues. He puts his hands on people in all sorts and types of ways. Uh-huh. Catch. Anyway, you guys, make sure you like and share this video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Please and thank you very much. Please feel free to hit the Cash App if you want to donate for the commentary. $ the Hood Table 402. Thank you so much. Also, don't forget we do have memberships over here on the Hood Table on our YouTube channel. So please hit the join button if you would like to become an official hoodie. We'll be back reporting to you with any updates on Diddy, especially when we find out which rock he has been hiding under. I'm out.